contrasting styles collide tonight as Brazil meets Chicago in the lightweight division clash of the WEC.
I have 23 wins and only 3 losses. I have much more experience than Ricardo. If it goes to the ground, I'm going to get a submission.
I haven't been as focused for a fight like I am right now in a long time, and the only thing that's been on my mind these past few months is Iuri. I'm gonna get in the cage and finish him quick tonight and end off the last WEC with a big bang.
I know it's going to be a tough fight because he's a tough guy, but I know that I'm better than him. I'm always ready to fight. I know that he won't be able to dominate me, and I'm going to dominate this fight.
He could think all he wants, but at the end of the night, he's going to walk out of the cage very disappointed because I'm walking out the winner.
Making his WEC debut, the Brazilian Iuri Alcantara, bringing a record of 23-3 to the WEC cage at 30 years of age. Experience, he's got plenty of it, but how, Stefan Bonner, does he respond under the bright lights of the WEC?
That's right, first time on the big show, but 26 fights is an awful lot of experience, Todd, so I expect him to be pretty composed in there. He actually just won a 16-man tournament in Brazil, a jungle fight tournament, over a 2-month period. The last 2 fights were in the same night, but just says something about him. That's a show that has pretty good competition, pretty high level of competition, and to win that says a lot. This guy, really good jiu-jitsu, good submissions. You know, he does every submission. He's not one of those guys that, he's just good at a triangle, but you see on his record, he's got a lot of arm bars, triangles, chokes, leg locks, you name it. So very, very great ground game, pretty good on his feet. We'll see how he does against Lamas tonight.
Iuri Alcantara trying to make a very nice impression on not only the WEC brass, but the UFC brass as we get set to merge into the UFC, taking the fighters over. And Stefan, you got to think a lot of pressure on these fighters tonight because this is somewhat of an audition to make the move to the UFC.
Yeah, it really is, man. They're stepping up to the plate, and it's their chance to show the world that they belong in the big show.
So Iuri Alcantara of Brazil is inside the cage for his WEC debut. It's now time for his opponent. He is known as the Bully, born and raised in the windy city of Chicago. Ricardo Lamas making his way inside Jobbing.com Arena here in Glendale, Arizona, bringing a record of 9-1 inside the cage.
And I really like the way this guy fights. He goes after it. He has knockout power in his fist and his legs. We saw that devastating knockout with that knee over Bendy Casimir. He's 4-1 in the WEC. His only loss was to Danny Castillo in a fight he's doing really good in, but just got caught with a hell of a right hand from Castillo, and it ended his night. But it's still a solid record for WEC. 4-1. A win here should put him, just give him a 4-fight winning streak in the WEC and kind of put him in that title picture.
He is on a 3-fight win streak. Ricardo Lamas now looking to move it to 4. And he will have a very tough challenge tonight. He has the experience in the WEC, Stefan, but here's a guy he does not know a lot about making his WEC debut.
That's right. That's always a tough task because, you know, it's hard to get tape on the guys. You know, you don't know what the guy's good at. Depending, if you could get a hold of that jungle fight tape and kind of study his game a little bit, you'd be better prepared for this. So sometimes it's hard to do. You know, if the guy fought in the WEC, it's really easy to watch his fight, study his game, but I expect a great fight. Ricardo Lamas is a guy, exciting fighter that just puts it all on the line whenever he gets in the cage.
We now take a look at the tail of the tape for this lightweight bout scheduled for 3 rounds. Ricardo Lamas, 28 years of age, 5'8", 156. His opponent, Iuri Alcantara, 30 years of age, out of Brazil, 5'6", 154, and a 2-inch reach advantage. We now go inside the cage. Bruce Buffer has the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the WEC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 23 wins, 3 losses, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Sorocaba, Brazil, Iuri Alcantara. And now introducing his opponent, Fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 9 wins, 1 loss, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Ricardo the Bully Lamas. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Ron Nation.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Good, clean fight. Keep your eyes on your opponent. Touch them up. Let's go.
So we are set to go, scheduled for 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Will it be Ricardo Lamas or Iuri Alcantara leaving the cage with the victory?
Ready? You ready? Fight!
And if you're Ricardo Lamas, do you just come out and blitz him, or do you take a moment to, check out this guy's game and see what he's got?
Yeah, you got to feel him out. And he's a lefty, so how good is Ricardo? How comfortable is he with fighting lefties? That's another big question that's going to be answered here. And Ricardo, the one advantage he has is he's probably the better wrestler, which is a huge advantage here because we all know how good Iuri is with his submission game, with his jiu-jitsu, even with his ground and pound. So if Ricardo could dictate where the fight is at, that gives him a huge advantage. And if I were him, I'd probably want to keep this fight standing.
Ricardo Lamas breaks the clinch there. Iuri Alcantara has kind of that Brazilian, laid-back attitude right now. He's just kind of chilling, checking it all out.
Yeah, he does seem really composed. 26 fights, that's a lot. I mean, he's a veteran of this game, so he's had a lot of experience, and it shows. Great composure right now. And Lamas doing a good job of getting off the cage. I mean, he just kind of won a little mental battle with Iuri right there by stuffing that takedown attempt and by turning him off the cage and getting free.
Good combination from Ricardo Lamas. Wow. Lamas is caught as he comes forward on the straight left from Iuri Alcantara, and that slows down his attack.
Nice job by Iuri. Went for that little fake Superman punch low kick, but Iuri read it and hit a beautiful counter in the middle of that combination.
It's interesting. You watch Ricardo Lamas using, as his corner calls it out, using his head to really try to control the head of Iuri.
Yeah, you
top of his head.
You can't headbutt, but boy, you could drive your head into the guy's eyes, nose, ears, anything to kind of aggravate and bother him. Little fight for position here. Ricardo goes for the foot sweep. Unsuccessful.
Wow. Good combination from both fighters, and they're back up against the cage. To the corner of Ricardo Lamas, calling out, watching for the knees, because you see the advantage that Iuri has. He can bring those knees up very quickly, almost head high.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Iuri's flexible, good kicker.
Fight, come on.
And, southpaw stance, another one with a really powerful left leg. Right here, this is, in the first round you see a lot of clinch sometimes. And it's kind of like your way of seeing if you're the stronger guy, if you could control him, if you could dominate the position, hold him on the cage, when earlier Iuri couldn't hold Ricardo on the cage. And so far, Ricardo doing a good job of being in the dominant position in the clinch. Nice short elbow there on the inside. Good answer by Iuri with a knee.
Ricardo Lamas with some nice close quarter dirty boxing there just before our official Ron Nation was going to break him up. And I think you're right, Stefan, talking about each guy wanting to impose his will and not wanting to give up his position there in the clinch against the cage.
Yeah, in the cage it's all about establishing dominance, Who could get the unders, who could keep the other guys back up against there.
Oh!
Ricardo's outstanding!
That is it!
Wow, one punch! Talk about power!
Iuri Alcantara brought that one all the way from Brazil, connecting to the left side. And Ricardo Lamas is down.
Unbelievable. Wow. Look, he threw that punch. Let's see this replay.
Alcantara threw the left from way back, and it connected flush to the right side.
He loaded up about as much as he can, just threw a sidearm hook. And that ref was a little late in getting in there. But Ricardo, geez, look how it turned that chin. Lights off. Out cold. Unbelievable.
Let's listen to this. It was explosive to watch. Listen to this.
Oh, thunderous. My goodness. Wow. You can't hit a guy harder than that, Todd.
He caught all jaw of Ricardo Lamas and Iuri Alcantara. Absolutely a devastating shot. We now go outside the cage. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ron Nation has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 26 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by TKO, Iuri Marajo Alcantara.
Alcantara celebrates. We send it back inside the cage. Craig Hummer is with our winner.
Iuri, you really telegraphed that punch that won it for you. What did you see in the first few minutes of the fight that made you think that that opening was possible?
Você viu uma coisa no começo da luta que te mostrou que você podia pegar ele com a esquerda?
Sim, eu vi que a mão dele estava baixa e eu sabia que esse é meu golpe forte e graças a Deus, mais uma vez, deu certo. Obrigado, meu Deus.
I noticed his head was a little down and my hands are real powerful and thank God one more time I got another victory with my hand.
You're really proud of where you come from. What shaped you most growing up in northern Brazil?
Você está muito orgulhoso do seu parte do Brasil, né? O que é seu favorito parte do Brasil? O que você é mais orgulhoso?
O que é que estou mais orgulhoso?
Sobre o Brasil.
Eu estou orgulhoso de vir aqui lutar no WEC. Isso para mim era um sonho e graças a Deus estou realizando esse sonho. E I love you, WEC.
I'm really just proud to be able to come here and fight in the WEC. This great organization with all these great people, and I love the WEC.
Your winner, Iuri Alcantara.